switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we gon' hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the San Francisco 49ers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports?
Pittsburgh.
Mike, I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Hey!
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Get it.
Now they try the right side here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Topper!
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Hey, high 7.
57's right. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 57. Mike, 57. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Go.
To throw on 3rd down. Owens. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
36. Watch twins. Check 9.
On 3rd down, Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood what the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return, and the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 92 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Showing it. Showing it. Okay. Hurry.
Off the play fake. Fields. And he finds a man with a crossing route. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Rocky. Check. Check 24. Check 24.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He'll let this go for the end zone. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
I got you.
You draw Corker.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. You got nothing today.
Let go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
49, check 49, check 49.
Right back to him on 1st down. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Touchdown, 49ers! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Niners 14, Cowboys 7.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
2nd and 9 now. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Let's go now. Come on, 18 Gator, 18 Gator. Watch it before. Army.
On first down, Fields. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. That'll be caught by Cup. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down.
Check. Fresno. Squeeze. Big gap. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check it.
Operating from the gun. Fields. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he gets it down to the 32. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
57. Mike, 57. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go. 57. Mike, 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
From the gun, Fields. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Got it. There's the mic. Watch 57. Here we go. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Everyone, you got 4. Shoot.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Ready.
50 seconds. The mic. Let's pick it up.
Bravo. 6-6. Pull it high.
Let's get off the field. Check.
Hey, seam 6. Right.
57.
5.
To throw on second down. Owens looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball downfield.
And this is the NFL. You're going to be tested a lot as a guy throwing the football. Will you stand in there, take the hit, and deliver downfield? And when you do it consistently, your offensive line loves you. Your receivers love you. Everyone does their job to the utmost because they have that kind of confidence in you, and they know that you've shown some toughness, and that's what he exhibited there.
But your body hates you.
No, your body's not real thrilled about the whole thing, but ice packs all around for the QB.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
At the 29-yard line.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he's going to go down again. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Let's go.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Pilot, 64, weak.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
Now.
It's going to be a long day. Shift.
Get it.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Hey, here we go.
80 weapons.
Rush in.
Hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Go.
We own them. We own them.
Lead grip.
Throwing on first down. Owens. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 10-2 start. Hey, Echo.
57's Mike 57. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Look at me. Zipper.
57. Bring it.
Hey, Delta.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Hey, tight. Hey, check.
Now.
On first and 10, Owens looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Second and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Check me out.
Hey, Haywood.
57's right. Watch the run.
Hey. Hey, Jet.
Back up.
Looking looking to throw. Owens. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 17 yards out. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Their catch made it a 25-yard line. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. On second down, Mathis. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Fields. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
No chance! 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You gonna see me in your nightmare, brother.
Off play action. Fields. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Off the play fake. Fields. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Back to throw. Fields. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw. Fields. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
All day, baby, all day.
They'll try the left side. Mathis. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 31. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
57, Mike 57.
On 4th down, Fields. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now a handoff looking right. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator.
Get your swarm on. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Check. Check. Check.
Coming.
98 for Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun on 3rd down. Owens. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken in at the 11. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. down. Tomlinson, and a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First down, Cowboys.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Back to throw. Fields. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to record his 5th sack of the season. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, here we go.
Off play action. Fields. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Check 13. Check 13. Go, go. Twist. 6 guys. Check out.
Looking to throw. Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And it's 3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun.
Mike 54.
Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, he can be a load to handle off the edge, and he can do it against the pass. Sure, he can do it against the run like he did there.
And you mentioned a load. How about having to adjust to his speed as well? Because not only does he bring some pop, he brings some dash as well. A nice play in that situation.
On 4th down, Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Yo. Check the backer.
Now a handoff here to goes running back. He finds some open field here. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On first down, Fields. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
On second down now, Mathis. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Dallas. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Looking to throw on second down. Owens making the catch is Sternberger. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Keep it up, defense.
Hey, Zoo.
Watch 98. Watch
Yes.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Defense, win shit.
To throw on 3rd down. Owens. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Check out route.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come off the ball,
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, he stays up. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike's by 4. Cut. Watch the twist.
On 4th down, Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Mike, 57. Take me out. Here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 49-yard line.
All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
Now.
And they take a knee.
The quarterback on the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Ready.
And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the 49ers, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.